Bold of you to assume that you have more time tomorrow. Bold of you to even assume that you'll be alive to see tomorrow. Hi, my name is Asha Agbi. I want to talk to you about procrastination. I am a repenting or recovering procrastinator. Maybe there's someone like me outside in the world that sets their mind to do something, but when you go and get stuff, you're gone. To be fair, that's me a lot of times, and it's not because I don't want to do it. It's goals I set up for myself to do. I'm wearing shorts today, and there is sort of this anyways. Yeah, it's not like I don't want to do it. I set up myself to do it, but when it comes time to do it, I find a reason to cop out. And I learned recently that it's because deep down, something in me believes that I'm going to have time. I can do it tomorrow. Like, I boldly assume that which I don't do today, I definitely must do tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. So I said to myself that I'm going to start a YouTube channel because I like to create. I like to speak. I like to teach people what I've learned in my own life. I said that 2 years ago. I'm only just doing it now. There's such a thing as timing. So maybe I'll talk about that in a different video if anyone wants to hear. But there's such a thing as just procrastinating, putting it off for later. I'll do it later. There will be time. But it knocks on. It weighs heavy on your mind, or my mind. And as time goes on, it gets harder and harder to do. And if it's something that was time sensitive, as time goes on, you have more pressure on you to do it, and that affects the quality of how you can do it. Something you should have done 2 years ago, if you start 2 years later, you've lost time. Yes, you might still get the outcome you look for, but you might just be playing on the back foot all of a sudden because you decided to use that time unwisely. That's what I've learned. So procrastinating is spending your time irresponsibly. I've learned. You're taking from tomorrow's time by not doing what you need to do today. By doing what was meant to do tomorrow, you're taking from tomorrow's time. So think about it this way. This is the analogy that made sense to me. Imagine a wedding program. If one item is running late, there's a knock-on effect to the next item. Either you shrink the time you have left for the item, or if you decide to use the entire time for the item, guess what happens? You run late. So if you're meant to finish by 3 o'clock, you might end up finishing 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. This is what I've learned. So when I procrastinate, I'm learning. I'm taking out from my future time. And that's just time for anything else. It could be time to spend with my family. So when you're meant to go out and they say hang out with your friends, now you have to work on that project. When you're meant to come home and relax, now you have to apply frantically for jobs, because when you had the time to apply calmly, you decided not to. Talking to me. Let's do better. So let's do better together, because you're watching this video like me, you suffer from procrastination. Let's recover together. Let's do today that which should be done today. Let's not put off to tomorrow that which should be done today. And let's learn to budget our time. I'm learning to budget my time. Because yesterday I procrastinated. I was meant to shoot a video. I didn't. Because I was like, I can do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is not guaranteed, it's not assured. It might not be shooting a video, it might be calling your mom, calling your dad, calling your friend, any loved one. I'll tell you one more story. I had this auntie I rarely spoke to. Sad story. I saw her one day. We went to my hometown. I saw her and she mentioned not speaking to her all the time, not calling her all the time. And I said, yeah, I'm going to call you. So I went back to the city and just went on with my life. And every day I will get this nudge, just call her, just check in on her. I'm like, yeah, I'll call her. There's plenty of time. One day turns to 2 days. One day turns to 2 days. 2 2 days turned to 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. Next thing I know, a few months went down the line. That same year, got a call from my mom that my auntie's dead. I felt so gutted, because that's the regret that comes with procrastination. I felt so gutted that I had all this time and I said I was going to call her, but I didn't, because I thought I could do it tomorrow. And guess what? I'm never going to get that time back. So sometimes you might be able to rush and do last minute what you should have done yesterday. Other times, that's the end. If you're in an examination hall and you have 40 minutes to do an exam, this is not 40 minutes. So I did 10 fingers. And you wait till the very last minute, maybe last 10 minutes, you procrastinate till then to start. Time is not going to wait for you. Time is not going to wait for you. So, steps on how you can take action today. Yeah, very important. Starts by taking action. Start by knowing that every time you snooze on an activity, you're snoozing, like you're actually wasting your life. Not time, you're wasting your life, and you don't know how long you have on this earth. You could have 40, 30, 20, 60 years, and you don't want to waste that time. So always remember that, and try to ask yourself, why am I scared of starting this thing? Am I scared of failure? Write it down. Then how do I avoid failure? How do I increase my success rate? Or am I scared of being bored? What's wrong with that? So sometimes it's good to just write down what you're feeling and how you're feeling, and objectively look at those feelings. Is it valid enough reason not to do what I need to do? Then once you can overcome that, like me, you can press record on this camera and draw from your list of ideas and just speak about the ideas and just basically get the action going. Yeah, that's it. Don't do tomorrow what you can do today.